How's it going, everyone? We have a brand new PlayStation Store sale live right now, and it's a big sale here as the Multiverse game sale is wrapping up. Today's the final day for that. We do have the Summer Game Festival sale with over 3,700 deals. Let's filter this with full games, game bundles, and premium editions, and that'll bring it to 2,800 deals. So that'll wipe off some of the, DLC content and things of that nature that people aren't that interested in. A lot of deals to go over, so let's just get right into it. NHL 25 is $21. I don't know why that's like the top game or like the NHL playoffs going on right now, probably. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is 30% off for $49. That's gonna hold up in price for quite a while. Can you believe it's been 16 months since that game came out? But yeah, tremendous game, and I can see why it holds up in price. Outside of the, sometimes trash mini games, FF7 Rebirth is an outstanding game. Dynasty Warriors Origins, 23% off for $53.89. What a specific percentage off. What I think happened here is they probably have the price point discounted at some form on a different region, and then they just applied it everywhere, and that's how we ended up with $53.89. That's what I assume, but yeah, I really like Dynasty Warriors Origins. However, for this price point, I would have to say wait on a deeper discount. I would say 40 bucks would be good for Dynasty Warriors Origins. Maybe even a little bit less than that would be ideal. It is a great game, though, and it's a lengthy game on top of that. There's a lot of content to that game, and I had a great time with it, so definitely recommended. Atelier Yumiya, The Alchemist of Memories. The PlayStation 5 version is $52.49. The PS4 version is $44.99. The Atelier games do hold up in price for Eon, so just keep that in mind. Yumiya is acted as a bit of a gateway title into the franchise, so, it's a worthwhile game. I just wouldn't be paying $45 for it. Y'all know how I am. If you want to spend a premium, go for it. I'll just be hard-pressed to recommend a game north of $40, $50. Gang Beasts is $7.99. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies Chronicles Edition, $19.79. It's wild that Blops 3 is still 20 bucks. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, Game of the Year Edition, $29.99. I mean, you could say it's wild that Sekiro is still $30, but it is a From Software Souls-like game. That is the whole shtick with these games. They are going to hold up in price for eons. UFC 5, 60% off for $28. UFC 5 needs to get cheaper already. Like, why is this still $28? I guess that's the whole thing with EA. It's not until the next iteration of the sports game is coming out that they'll put it cheaper. But yeah, 28 bucks for a UFC game is crazy. By the way, strip John Jones. Nonetheless, Lies of P, 50% off for $29.99. Overture is gonna come out, and I do believe that this is a historic low price for Lies of P. From the people that I talk to that are super into the Souls-like genre, Lies of P is the game they prefer the most outside of the From Software games. I feel like it's Lies of P, and some people I've talked to have also now thrown First Berserker in there. As you guys know, I'm not crazy about this genre, but I did really appreciate Lies of P from an atmosphere and a setting standpoint, and a lot of the times that's what's gonna win me over when it comes to Souls-like games these days. That's why, Bloodborne, I did love that game. It was really from an ambiance and a setting standpoint. Lies of P has a lot of that as well, so I appreciated the game. 30 bucks is pricey. Overture's about to come out. I do imagine they're gonna do some sort of complete release where you get everything, but it'll probably be $60 when that comes out, the complete release, so keep that in mind. But yeah, that's 30 bucks. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is $5.99. Love that game. It's great. Outside of the atrocious map. Stardew Valley is $7.49. Great pickup there, and that game has been incredibly well supported. Doom Anthology, $27.99. Doom Eternal Deluxe is $17.49. Silent Hill 2 is $42. Rumor Mill has some DLC coming to this. We'll see if that comes to fruition. COD Modern Warfare 2019, $19.79 on that. DMC HD Collection, $9.89. Ninja Gaiden The Master Collection, $19.99 on that. You've got the Atelier Deluxe Edition, Dynasty Warriors Origins Deluxe Edition. WWE 2K25 Deadman Edition, Mortal Kombat 11 is $5, Fallout 4 is $7.99. Ideally, you want the Game of the Year edition on that. Naruto Storm 4, $9.99. You know, as far as what can be announced during all of these events, I think a Storm 5 would be pretty cool. Like, I'm waiting for a next generation Naruto Storm game, and the Switch 2 is now coming out. If you want to release it on the Nintendo platform so badly, you can do that now as well. I just feel like it's time for Naruto Storm to level up a little bit. I get that Boruto Connections brought in the Boruto characters, but I'm just talking about like a technical presentation standpoint. But you know, maybe there's not much to do on Naruto Storm as far as that's concerned. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, $34.99 on that. Just a little bit too expensive. I really did enjoy my time with it. Tecmo Koei sent me a copy of that game, and I had a great time with it. I just wouldn't be paying $50, $35. I would be paying like, you know, $14.99 for a game like this, or playing it through Xbox Game Pass. It's a great remake of a great game, but you know, I just can't justify $35 on a game like this. God of War 3 Remastered, $9.99 on that. It would be nice if we got the other Greek titles on PlayStation 4 and 5, but what can you do? God of War 3 is great. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5, 2.5 Remix is $19.99. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, $29.99 on that. That collection is tremendous with all of the high-quality content you have in there as far as, you know, MVC2 and all the other games. $30 on that. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is $9.99. Resident Evil 7 and Village Gold Edition, $19.99 on that is a really, really great deal, given that the Village Gold Edition still goes for like $16. And also, Resident Evil Village, I believe, is at a historic low price of $9.99. You guys, these things are not accidentally done. Resident Evil 9 is getting revealed here shortly. These things are not accidentally done when games are hitting historic low prices. You build off of the hype of Resident Evil 9 getting announced. Village is at a historic low price. People will gravitate towards that. Very, very smart. Very, very smart, I shall say. $9.99 on that is great. Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD Remaster is $9.99. Resident Evil 4 Gold Edition is $29.99. That's going to hold up in price. Just Shapes and Beats, $11.99. COD Black Ops 4 is $19.79, which is a trash deal. Weed Drug Empire is $10.49. Okay, I did not know that was a game. Resident Evil 5 is $4.99. Injustice 2 is $2.99. Resident Evil 2, $9.99. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is $7.99. Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition is $13.99. FF15 is one of those games that, you know, I go to bat for every now and again. I had immense anticipation and expectations out of the game when it was coming out back in the fall of 2016, was it? Yeah, fall of 2016. Completely disjointed from a narrative standpoint. The DLC does help with that, but you know, overall, it's still a gorgeous open world, and one of my buddies put it the best. There's a skeleton of a really good game in Final Fantasy 15. It's just not fleshed out in so many areas, and I think that's the best description of Final Fantasy 15 that I've heard, because there's something special here. It's just not fully realized, which is a bummer, but, you know, it's still worthwhile for $13.99. Rayman Legends is $4.99. Resident Evil 6 is $4.99. Conan Exiles is $19.99. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is $5.99 as well. That's a tremendous, tremendous deal. Always, whenever I see a deal like that, that's gonna be, you know, one of the best deals in any PlayStation Store sale when you're getting 3 games of that caliber at that price point. Monster Hunter World is $9.99. Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition is $15.99, which is a pretty good deal as well. Little Nightmares is $4.99. Resident Evil 3 is $9.99. Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition, is $8.99. We're going to hear more about Dying Light the Beast here shortly, so that's pretty exciting. Dave the Diver is $12.99. Wo Long Fallen Dynasty is $23.99. That's been holding up in price for quite a while, but hopefully it'll be south of $20 here shortly. But the complete edition is still $36. It's a Tecmo Koei game. These games generally do hold up in price, so it is what it is. Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, $4.99 on that. Far Cry 5 is discounted. Disco Elysium is $11.99. That recently got pulled from PlayStation Plus Extra, so you might want to check that out. Far Cry 6, $15 on that. Let's get that down to, like, you know, $7.99, $8.99, around that range. Final Fantasy 9 is discounted, 60% off for $8.39. Will we ever hear about that remake? Maybe this week, but it looks like where the smoke is right now is on the Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster. But if you want to do the wombo combo of both tactics And FF9, you know your boy would be all over that. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, $7.49. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which is now 60 frames per second on PlayStation 5, $8.99 on that is a great deal. I thought Syndicate was super underrated. AC Unity is $8.99. Which AC Unity is a game that I've been meaning to go back to and do another playthrough of for literally years now, because whenever I talk about Assassin's Creed, a lot of people come out and say, bro, you gotta give Unity another shot. They fixed up the game and it's a great game. I definitely do need to give it another shot at some point. Maybe in the near future that will be happening. Warriors Abyss is discounted. Warhammer 40k Battle Sector, $19.99. Wolf Among Us is $7.49. What else we got? Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered, $29.99. Okay, we're getting that a little bit cheaper, but I want to see that down to like the $19.99 range, and then I think I could start recommending it more so. Now, it just came out like 9 months ago, so it's not that old, but I still think 30 bucks is a little bit too pricey. Alien Isolation is $7.49. Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Collections, $42 for the deluxe edition. Like, bro, the thievery that goes on some of these sales. My goodness, you know, this is the same publisher that put out the Jujutsu Kaisen game, so I shouldn't be all too surprised, but still, that needs to be cheaper. RE4, the original, is $4.99. Yakuza Like a Dragon for $9.99 is fantastic. The Order 1886, $9.99. Y'all know me. I like me my Order. I totally get why it's crapped on and why it was crapped on back in 2015, but now you're not paying $60 for it. You're paying $9.99, and it's a worthwhile, you know, shorter campaign to go through that you can beat. Some people will beat it in a sitting. Easy platinum trophy as well if you're into that. Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak, $15 on that. Injustice Gods Among Us is $4.99. You got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint on sale, which has been getting updated pretty regularly. Black Ops Cold War, which does have a great campaign, but $20 for the great campaign is a ripoff. Immortals Phoenix Rising Gold Edition is $14.99. I wasn't as crazy about Immortals as a lot of other people. Some of the dialogue and the comedy didn't really click with me, but I totally get why people liked it. For a Ubisoft open world game, there is a level of depth to that game that I did appreciate. And, you know, if you're into the more comedic style of games and the cartoony art style, you'll probably have a good time with it. $15, not a bad deal there. DMC Devil May Cry is $9.99. Inscription is $7.99. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter is $23.99. Jeopardy is $4.99. You can check that out. Code Vein is $8.99. That's a great anime action Souls-like. You know, the anime aesthetic definitely drew your boy in. Sonic Colors Ultimate is $11.99. That recently was a Plus title, so a lot of you guys have it that way. Sonic Frontiers Digital Deluxe, $24.49. Hearing rumblings about the Sonic Frontiers sequel coming out next year, which is something that I had been speculating for a while, given that, you know, Sonic Movie 3 comes out in early 27. Build momentum on that with Frontiers 2. The timing of it all would just make a lot of sense. I really like Sonic Frontiers. Did it have its issues? Absolutely, but I think it's a game with a ton of potential and a game that could be fleshed out and made even better. Infamous First Light is $7.49. Star Ocean The Second Story R is $29.99. That is a pretty good deal for a great HD 2D JRPG. And yes, it's like 18 months old, but these Square Enix like lower key JRPG releases always hold up in price. Diofield Chronicles, for F's sake, is still like $20. Nobody knows why, but it's still like $20. But I really enjoyed Second Story R. Great game, and the price point is hefty, but I still think a worthwhile playthrough. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, $9.89 on that. Tectonica is $14.99. What else we got? Outriders, $9.99. Resident Evil Code Veronica X, $5.99. Gravity Rush Remastered is on sale, $15. Holding out hope that that PlayStation database leak of Gravity Rush Remastered coming to PS5 is legit. That would be great, but yeah, that's 15 bucks right now. You would think that they wouldn't put it on sale if they're going to announce a remaster, as that's usually the Sony MO, but we'll see how that works out. I mean, you had Gravity Rush Remastered come out at 15 bucks. Excuse me, at, I forget the initial price, but I think it was 40 or 50. Let's see if Gravity Rush 2 is on sale. That would actually give us a good insight. Gravity Rush 2 is $9.99 as well, so I'm crossing my fingers for the Gravity Rush, I don't know, collection, PC port, whatever they want to do. More Gravity Rush in this life is a good thing. Tactics Ogre Reborn, that's down to $19.99. I feel like that was at 25 bucks forever. Very, very challenging tactical JRPG, but a rewarding one, definitely. If you're in for a brutal brutal game, that's a pretty good one to go through. Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, great rhythm title there, $23.99 on that. Okami HD is $9.99. Naruto Storm 3, $9.99. Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash Ultimate Edition, $49.99. Like, I get the MO. Let's just fleece the anime fans that are so into the anime. Even if the game is a pile of dog crap, they're gonna pick it up. I get the methodology. It's just absolutely disgusting that game is $50. Almost nauseating, because that game is an abomination. Like, legitimately one of the worst games I've ever played. It is that bad. Dead Rising 2 off the record is $4.99. Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn is $49.99. That's the complete edition with the base game. Yeah, that price is vomit-inducing. Assassin's Creed Mythology, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla for $32. I mean, that's not all that bad. You guys know how I feel about the newer Assassin's Creed games. You got Octopath Traveler 1 and 2, the bundle, $48.74. Again, Square Enix games holding up in price for eons. Mega Man 11, $9.89. Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2 is $7.99. A lot of the Mega Man titles are on sale. Monster Hunter Stories is $19.79. What else we got? Synapse is $19.24. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy, $25. Pillars of Eternity, $25 on that as well. That's kind of hefty, but a lot of deals are available. Check it out for yourself. We'll obviously cover these sales in depth, so be on the lookout for that, but that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and enjoy Summer Game Fest. Enjoy all of the events, and by the time you're watching this video, Summer Game Fest may have wrapped up. Exciting times in gaming is all I'm saying, but a massive PlayStation Store sale to go along with it. That'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Sound off down below, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.